The second phase of version 5.4 is coming, bringing Furina and Ryothisle's banners. By the way, did you pull in the first phase of this version? Or are you saving for the second phase? Let me know in the comments. In today's video, if you're undecided about whether or not to pull in the second phase, we'll discuss the reasons why you shouldn't skip Furina. Stay with me until the end of the video, as we have a lot to unpack. Version 5.4 is here, and if you're thinking about pulling for any of the characters in this version but don't have enough primogems, let me introduce you to Loot Bar. It's a fast, secure, and super reliable website to top up your Genesis crystals. On Loot Bar, you'll find prices with up to 23% discounts compared to in-game prices and a super simple process. Just select the amount of Genesis crystals you need, enter your UID and server, and complete the purchase. Everything is done securely, so your items are delivered straight to your account without any stress. In addition to Genshin Impact, on Loot Bar you can also top up other games like Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves. And if you register using the link in the description or pinned comment, you'll get an additional 8% discount coupon that can be combined with all other discounts. Before we begin, I'd like to mention that this video is mainly aimed at those who are unsure whether or not to invest in Furina. Always remember that Genshin Impact is a PvE game. You're not obligated to get characters just because they're considered very strong or meta. It's entirely possible to complete content with characters you like. Now, without further ado, let's start with the basics. Furina stands out for her extreme versatility, fitting perfectly into almost all teams, as long as there's a healer. Her synergy is notable with practically any DPS that benefits from a Hydro character in the team, such as Nuvolette, Arlecchino, Yoimiya, Alhaitham, Hu Tao, Ryothisle, and the list goes on. She even presents herself as an excellent alternative to other supports of other elements, like Synergies in Mavuika compositions. Her percentage damage bonus is a universal trump card, although this advantage is becoming more common over time. Regardless of your stage in the game, Furina is a significant improvement for your account. Furina's personal damage is considerable, with a significant increase from C2 onwards. Furina's build is still one of the easiest to make. She works with various types of weapons, whether energy recharge, crit, or HP. Investing in Furina's constellations is a smart decision. Every primogem investment in Furina is worth it. Each of her constellations offers substantial improvements, and you won't regret it. C1 improves the buff of her ultimate, both the buff limit and the speed at which the buff stacks, as it grants initial stacks when using the ultimate. C2 greatly amplifies Furina's personal damage. C4 solves energy problems, and at C6 it's possible to transform Furina into an on-field main DPS. Although Furina's Hydro application isn't the most consistent in the game, the advantages of having her on your team are so many that this becomes secondary. Currently, she is the most versatile Hydro character in the game. However, competition has intensified with the introduction of the Cinder City artifact set, especially if you have Synergies, as she surpassed Furina as the best option in Pyro DPS teams. Nevertheless, I can assure you that you will always have a place for Furina in some of your account's teams. So what does this mean for your pulls? Should you acquire Furina? In short, yes. If you don't have Furina on your account yet, even at C0 with a free-to-play weapon, she's one of the best buffers in the game that will help you build various teams. And if you're going to invest heavily in Furina, like C2 and her signature weapon, then you might need to think a bit more. For dedicated Furina fans, her C2 is absolutely worth every primogem, greatly elevating the character's level both in support and personal damage. Furina can literally carry an entire team by herself. Now, considering that you might not like the character that much and just want to complement a team, C0 is already a great stopping point. But if none of these arguments have convinced you yet, and you don't like the character for some reason, and let's consider that you already have several support characters like Xilonen, Synergies, and Yellen, maybe Furina isn't so necessary for your account. It's always important to consider what you enjoy playing and which characters bring you pleasure when playing Genshin Impact. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope it has helped you all. Let me know in the comments what you've decided, what your future plans are, and if you're watching this video in the future after Furina's banner, tell me how your pulls on the banner went. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video!